We're talking about a godly heritage, and it's really important to illustrate that and demonstrate that in front of your children and your grandchildren, Quincy May. Anyway, this morning our passage is in Genesis chapter 4, and what we have is that Cain has killed Abel, and now we have Adam and Eve coming back together and have a child, Seth, that ultimately ends up having a child, Enos. And what he does is amazing. This is what it says. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. And so after Enos, we see a whole heritage of people that are calling upon the name of the Lord. Godly parents are so important. And it starts with prayer. You've got to pray for your children. Then you have to be an example. So that means you not only have to be in the Word of God, but the Word of God has to be in you, and you have to demonstrate that through the difficulties of life. Most people do not want difficulties to come their way, but it's in those difficulties that your children see that what you're talking about is real. Your faith now becomes manifest in their sight, and they see that. You also need to create a home that is a godly environment. And so all the things in the home, whether it be just the atmosphere, what's played on television, social media, all of this must glorify God. And it's our job as parents and grandparents, as a family, to ensure that there is a godly environment that little one can grow up in. We also need to know that the influences that a child has on their lives are really important, so that we reinforce this godliness. And that comes in the form of the ecclesia, the church. And so as the church rallies around, you see that. Now this can permeate into an entire community, and that is awesome. We do see that some people follow after kind of the latest trend of parenting, and we see where that has got us. In the latest trend, the children are now calling the shots. And so instead of God taking the place of the one that oversees the home, now the children are calling the shots. There's mayhem in our streets and in our world. This has got us to a very, very bad place. God needs to be on his throne. He needs to rule and reign in our hearts and in our homes, and we'll see then a godly lineage. May God richly bless you as you desire to follow him.